Imagine you hire a top-tier developer for a highly sensitive government project, but it turns out they're actually a nail salon tech? Sounds outrageous, right? Well, that's what happened in a recent case in Maryland. At the center of it, we have Minh Phuong Ngoc Vong, a nail salon worker with no computer science degree, lands 13 high-paying developer jobs worth nearly $1 million. But he never wrote a single line of code. Instead, North Korean operatives did the work under his name. This is a story of fake resumes, doctored identities, and a national security breach hiding in plain sight. It all began with a message on a mobile gaming app. A stranger with the alias William James had an offer. You apply for U.S. jobs, we'll handle the work, you keep the cut. By the end, they had infiltrated the software tied to the FAA. In the way they got caught, you couldn't script a better twist. Now, Vong became the perfect proxy. The citizenship, the passport, the clean record, he had what his overseas handlers didn't. Now, he was recruited on a mobile video gaming app. That's where he met William James. James promised easy money. We'll fake your resume, you show up for interviews, we'll handle the work. They handed him the fake resume, and just like that, Vong was transformed from nail salon worker to senior software developer. Now, one job was on contract with a Virginia tech firm on contract with the FAA. The software was tied to national defense. During his final interview, Vong held up his passport on Zoom. The CEO took a screenshot. U.S. citizen confirmed. He was hired. Then he shipped the company laptop overseas, installed remote access. From that moment, North Korean operatives in China logged in daily, writing code, attending meetings, pretending to be him. They had direct access to FAA systems under his name. And here's where the story flips. During a routine security clearance check, investigators spotted something weird. Vong had another full-time IT job at the same time. The company fired him, but the CEO couldn't shake it. He looked at the old screenshot, Vong holding his ID, so he showed it to the developer who interviewed Vong months earlier. The dev didn't hesitate. That's not the guy I met. That's not who we've been working with. In that instant, the whole scheme collapsed. The man on the resume, the man in the interview, the man in the ID, not the same person. The FBI ended up raiding Vong's home in 2024. They found he run the scam at least 13 times, nearly $970,000 stolen. Every dollar funneled to North Korean operatives funding their nuclear program. In April of this year, Mint finally pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Sentencing could be up to 20 years. So what are the damages? Nearly $1 million stolen in U.S. company wages, foreign access to government contractor systems and FAA defense software, contractors forced to audit systems and report security breaches, and a spotlight on the gaps in remote hiring trust. So the companies were embarrassed, the government was alarmed, and the FBI had the perfect case to study how remote work fraud threatens national security. So what do we learn from this case? Resumes that look too perfect need verification. Interviews must include identity checks at every stage. No system access before background checks clear, but also watch for voice over IP numbers, shady email domains, or remote access installs. And if one person seems to be working multiple full-time jobs at the same time, you should start asking some questions. One great tool to help combat this is Verify. It is a Chrome or Edge extension. So it's a browser extension that checks resumes for things like voice over IP numbers, risky email domains, and even things like timeline gaps or overlaps in resumes. Check it out for free. Your first 100 searches are free, and see what you might be missing.